Sheridan's Ride by Thomas Buchanan Reed. Up from the south at break of day, bringing to Winchester fresh dismay, the affrighted air with a shudder bore, like a herald in haste to the chieftain's door, that terrible grumble and rumble and roar, telling the battle was on once more, and Sheridan 20 miles away. And wider still those billows of war thundered along the horizon's bar, and louder yet into Winchester rolled the roar of that Red Sea uncontrolled, making the blood of the listener cold, as though he thought of the stake in that fiery fray, with Sheridan 20 miles away. But there is a road from Winchester town, a good broad highway leading down, and there, through the flush of the morning light, a steed as black as the steeds of night was seen to pass as with an eagle flight. As if he knew the terrible need, he stretched away with his utmost speed. Hills rose and fell, but his heart was gay, with Sheridan 15 miles away. Still sprung from those swift hooves thundering south, the dust like smoke from the cannon's mouth, are the trail of comet sweeping faster and faster, foreboding to traitors the doom of disaster. The heart of the steed and the heart of the master were beating like prisoners assaulting their walls, impatient to be where the battlefield calls. Every nerve of the charger was strained to full play, with Sheridan only 10 miles away. Under his spurning feet the road, like an arrowy alpine river, flowed, and the landscapes sped away behind, like an ocean flying before the wind, and the steed, like a bark fed with furnace ire, swept on with his wild eye full of fire. But lo, he is nearing his heart's desire. He is snuffing the smoke of the roaring fray, with Sheridan only 5 miles away. The first that general saw were the groups of stragglers, and then the retreating troops. What was done, what to do, a glance told him both. Then striking his spurs with a terrible oath, he dashed down the line mid a storm of huzzas, and the wave of retreat checked its course there, because the sight of the master compelled it to pause. With foam and with dust the black charger was gray. By the flash of his eye and the red nostrils' play, he seemed to the whole great army to say, I have brought you, Sheridan, all the way from Winchester down to save the day. Hurrah, hurrah for Sheridan! Hurrah, hurrah for horse and man, when their statues are placed on high under the dome of the Union sky, the American soldiers' temple of fame, there with a glorious general's name. Be it said in letters both bold and bright, here is the steed that saved the day by carrying Sheridan into the fight from Winchester 20 miles away. Now, wasn't one of the things in some of the old, rumbly and the tumbly there, the old, like cowboy movies or something, he kisses the horse because the horse took him through all that. It wasn't his love of the girl or something. It's giving credit to the horse. Of course, it's never just one person in the battle that, but one person can make more of a difference than another person, but everybody makes a difference in that. But some people would have a plan to turn things around, or might have ability to turn things around. So, you see this isn't working, this isn't going through, keep going. And how many battles have been lost because at some point the soldiers give up thinking, well, we passed the point of no return, and then it's not the point of no return. Because one way or another, a victory can be stopped, a defeat can be stopped. It's